That did not work. But anybody who's interested in some easy ways to kill the Maneaters, if you're having issues with them, that I pointed out, you know, being knocked off the edge and stuff, one really cheap way to kill them is you can shoot your bow through the first fog gate to kill the first guy before the second guy is even on the map. And when you enter the gate, the second guy will turn up and you can fight him. And if you want a super easy way of killing the Maneaters in effectively one shot, Firestorm, the pyromancy. If you have, you know, a couple of things that increase your damage on your magic and you've got decent magic, or whatever, how the spells work in this game, I'm completely unfamiliar with them. You can one-shot them with a Firestorm. I've seen it done. Ah. So, you may remember somebody I saved in Latria. And now, Yurt, the Silent Chief, who is... he's on one of these sides in like a stupid corner. I think it's the other one. He's going to start killing people because he's been hired by Mephistopheles to kill people. And I can't really remember why. I think it's just because... I think it's on the second floor, actually, where this guy is. And I'm going to kill him, because I don't want him to kill people here. I want to kill him. And when you kill him, you get his armor, you get his awesome shoes. I fucking love his shoes, they're so stupid. So, I mean, look, he's been busy, man. Are these actually people he's killed, or are these just corpses that show up to kind of tell you that, yo dog, somebody's being an asshole in the Nexus, and he's over here, in this corner. See him?
I am indebted to you for your help in Latria. Without,
oops, sorry buddy. I did not mean to do that, guys. I was itching my fucking nose, and these stupid PlayStation triggers touched part of my clothing, and I smacked him in the face. So, it's a good job we were doing this anyway. Oh, shit. Fuck you and your dual-wielding bullshit. Is that a parry dagger? Look, this guy is Lautrec. It's Lautrec. Ow. That's super fast.
Why? Mephistopheles was right about you.
So there's his stuff. It's got to be done. The only problem with this armor is it impedes your stamina. Which, I think that's what armor does on Dark Souls and Demon Souls. It's just... I've never been aware of the game. Look at those pointy shoes, man. It is just insane. This guy does not stub his toes. This guy stubs the walls. But let's see if we can find her. Because I have no idea how to start the Mephistopheles questline, but in the gap between this video and the next, I will have learnt if I can't figure it out. Because I've only done it once. Okay, guys. To make Mephistopheles spawn, which is what I was trying to do yesterday until my mum interrupted when she went to bed. Because I'm a man like that, living with the parents and everything. You have to have pure black character tendency and kill Yurt. I have Yurt's trousers, which means I've killed him. Or we're lovers. Which would be kind of sick at this moment in time, considering he's now a corpse. But she should have spawned, in theory. I hope. Yeah, let's see if she has. And she should be sending us on some dastardly missions of death, disease, famine. But I can't remember where she is. So I think she's in a similar place to him. Is she in here? No. Because believe it or not, I've only ever done the Mephistopheles quest once. Because I did everything on the game. You know, that's what you do. Is she in the same place he was? No, she's not. She might be a little bit higher up, or she might be on the other side. I don't think she's up here. Really questionable. Yeah, she's not up here. Maybe we've got to leave and come back. My character tendency looks pretty fucking dark, because the Nexus is dark, and the Nexus is your character tendency. Although that picture doesn't really tell you anything. I'm pretty sure I have pure black character tendency at this point. I've been a bad boy. But what we'll do is we'll go to Latria, we'll kill the old monk, or the old monk's servant, and then when we come back, hopefully she'll spawn. And then... I mean, what's left then? We've done the Storm King, we've done the Dragon God, we've done this. I think that the only thing left then is a land. Wow. Demon Souls is short, man. You forget how short it is. I was playing some Dark Souls yesterday. I went into New Game Plus because I want to try and get Gravelorded. I need to figure out how to be perma-Gravelorded. So I'm probably going to get a subscriber or somebody who wants to help me and figure that shit out, because I need it. I need it in every zone as well, and I need it to be perpetual, because I want to do a playthrough. Like, I think I'm done with playthroughs for Dark Souls, unless there's a purpose, unless there's a reason, unless there's something new. I'm not going to be the guy that just keeps pumping out Dark Souls playthroughs for the views, because I don't agree with it at all. If I'm not adding anything new, why am I doing it? So, a perma Gravelord run would be quite interesting, and it's something I'm stoked to do. But what I was doing is I was taking character into New Game Plus so I could get the Gold Tracer and introduce the bosses to it. Because I had an idea of doing a Gold Tracer playthrough, because that weapon is ridiculously powerful. So there's one of those stupid spell guys up here. He is the threat. All these little dudes. Yeah, look, he's also a Red Phantom too. He's so mean. Why would they make him a Red Phantom? Look at him with soul arrows. Spamming soul arrows. As soon as you get close, he'll spam his little rape ray too. But... wow! He is tough. That is a Black Phantom that's not in pure black. This is pure white and he's still here. So, I've never noticed that they were Black Phantoms. I always knew they looked kind of Black Phantom-y, but... that is confirmed. That is a Black Phantom enemy. That is from software really being mean. I mean, look at him. The guy's an evil bastard. Look at him trying to rape me. Trying to see if he'd hit me with his Hypno Ray. Guy's an asshole. If you need Old Spice though, grab them quickly. Chunk of Moonlight Stone. Pure White's not that impressive for that stuff. I'm gonna parry this guy. Claws. Oh, he did a big one. See that? He went for the uppercut. That's hilarious. Look at him doing roller to. Whoa, he fucking hurts. Where's his spells? Why is he not getting those? Ow. Guy's fucking trolling me here with his quick attacks. Again! Why would you roll at me at that yard? I can't get past the chairs. Ah. Well, oh, there's his magic. That's what I was expecting. His wannabe soul masters. This sword is insane. Oh, he's got 4 now. Can we finish him with the parry? What's he doing? Oh, can I fuck? I'm useless. I want to get hit by that. That looks dangerous. Look at him. He's getting all defensive. Didn't save him though. Guy's wearing gloom armor. Gloom armor, double claws. That's as manly as it gets. But there's the old monk. Bit of an underwhelming fight when it's not a human. When it is a human, it's kind of amazing. But I do like the fact that it's an NPC fight. Because I think Alant, as good as the Alant fight in this game is, like even Gwyn in Dark Souls would be a good example. I wish they were like NPCs, just super strong, super high life NPCs. Because why can't you backstab Gwyn? You can parry him. Everybody knows that parrying Gwyn is like the thing to do. But you can't backstab him, and it sucks. I mean, you can backstab some weird things in Dark Souls. You can backstab them as Piscaras. which are essentially giant squids. They don't have backs. They probably don't even have spines. But you can backstab them. Oh, the logic of Souls games. I apologise for that, guys. I probably won't edit it out. I do have some early morning sinus bullshit because I've just got up. I'm proving that I can play games when I've just got up too, apparently. Because somebody left a comment on one of my videos quite a long time ago saying, how the hell does anybody play games when they first get up? Well, I don't know. They just do. I did it when I was a kid. I can do it when I'm an adult. Where is this bitch? I know she stands in the open. She stands like up against here. She's not in a corner like Yurt was. She just chills like there. But I cannot for the life of me remember where. And I'm sure it's on the second floor. But you know, I've been wrong before. Because my memory of this game is not what it was. It can't be up here. It can't be. I keep going up here thinking that it's not up. Let's just check it. Fuck it. There's no up here except for that elemental. I tried killing him yesterday and you can't kill him. I don't think. There's the elemental. I found some new moon grass as well by dropping off a crazy looking jump, which I didn't know you could do. But there looks like there's quite a lot of jumps in the Nexus. They just all look very dangerous. Yeah, she's not here, obviously. Oh wow, poor guy. I was also listening to that dialogue on Dark Souls that was unused by Oscar when he's essentially asking to do co-op through Dark Root Garden, which would have been cool. And then obviously he turns up at the end and ends up wanting to be the Dark Lord or wanting to kill you. Which is all really cool ideas. But it makes you wonder what that journey would have been. Because a lot of the quests on Dark Souls, when they hollow, they attack you. And it makes me wonder if Oscar would have hollowed or if it would have just been him going insane. Akin to Logan. And I only got thinking about this kind of stuff because I was in a Brandon stream on Twitch. Don't know why I killed myself then, I just did it because I'm so used to doing it. But he was talking about... He was asking people to tell him things about Dark Souls he didn't know. And it turns out he knows a lot because... Well, some of them might have been him just agreeing, but a lot of the suggestions he was already aware of. And people were mentioning things that I'd heard a long time ago but I'd never really thought about. Stuff like the Shiva quest that got cut from the game. How he was going to be asking... He was going to be looking for the Chaos Blade in Blighttown, and then you could invade him in the Painted World and kill him. Which just sounds like a cool idea. I mean, he's just doing what Satsuki did on this, and now you've watched his playthrough and you know what Satsuki does. I don't get it. Super don't get it. I'm really looking forward to killing this bitch though, because she's giving me all this fucking hassle not being able to find her. Yeah, anyway. What have we not done? Well, now that we've done Latria, we could also go for Riddell. Get the Black Phantom version of him. Yeah, let's do that. Pure black character tendency, no Mephistopheles. Interesting. Right, the Tower of Latria is now pure white, so we could save Rigiel, but I'm not going to, because I've saved him more times than I've killed him, which is once. That'll do. Can I use that to my advantage? No, I can't. Shit. Go on, get me then, since I've been trying all game. This thing hurts, man. See, look at that. As you're getting up, he freezes you so he can kill you. It's so cruel. A lot of people don't think Demon Souls is cheaper than Dark Souls. And I just don't know how you can argue that fact. But then again, I had somebody arguing on a video that the Maneaters weren't cheap. And I'm sorry, but you're an idiot. Because there are certain things that are opinion, and there are certain things that you might disagree upon, but there is no way you can think the Maneaters are even remotely fair. Because initially, 2 versus 1 is not fair on a base level. So, immediately off the bat, it's a boss that is unfair odds. Then when you combine that you're fighting them on the tiniest of platforms, and that their moves all have knockback. And then the AI itself is quite mean, because a lot of the times they'll do nothing but try and knock you off, as I proved in my kill of them in this playthrough. It's just not a fair fight at all. It's stacked against you in so many ways. Just like the Bed of Chaos. Bed of Chaos is a fight that is stacked heavily against you. And I don't understand that, because the Dragon God is fair. You know, when I get to the Dragon God when I'm playing, I nearly killed him by accident then. I'm not thinking, you know, will or won't I be killed against this boss. I'm thinking if I do this right, I will not be killed. But against the Bed of Chaos, every so often, you just kind of get screwed. Like, when he casts Firestorm, when you're trying to get past the roots to get to his bug, to kill him. Like, sometimes it will one-shot you with really strong characters. And you can't get away from it because it's everywhere. It's just weird. And it does make you think, doesn't it, what is going to be that equivalent in Dark Souls 2? And I'm hoping it's more Dragon God than Bed of Chaos, because I don't think anybody likes Bed of Chaos. And apparently, in the original inspiration for the Bed of Chaos, it was intended to move. Which I think sounds interesting. This guy's a moron right here. It does a lot of damage though. Hang on a second, my character tendency is not pure black. I was looking at the Nexus one like a moron. The Nexus is pure black. My character tendency is blackish, but it's not pure black. And that is why Mephistopheles is not there. And I don't really know how to make my character tendency go down. I think it's killing NPCs, but I need to find some NPCs to kill. That is nasty sounding. And I'm dead to rights. Trying to think of an enemy that compares to this in Dark Souls, because I think this guy is one of the most dangerous enemies in this game, just because of the fact he can immobilize you. And I've been playing a game called The Last Story, and there's some enemies on that paralyse you, and paralysing is awful because you have to wiggle the stick to get out of it, and I'm sorry, but I love that game. Wiggling the stick, I do not love. It is definitely something I'm hoping that with the next bunch of consoles, we're going to get over. We're going to get past this notion of, oh, wiggle the stick to get out of the grab. Like, no, no. Sticks were not made to be wiggled. They were made to be carefully manoeuvred. Or to hit small children with. I'm trying to think who I should kill in the Nexus. And I'm drinking water instead of my coffee, which is a dumb idea because the coffee gets cold. I keep meaning to put it in my flask, but I keep forgetting. I actually thought Mephistopheles was a man. Bit of trivia when I was looking at that picture. Because, you know, gender can be very disingenuous when you look at something. And although she does have long hair and she's quite slender, that does not mean that it was always going to be a man. I just assumed. Push. Come on, dude. How dare you, poise? Getting hyper armor through my push. Oops. I really need to figure out how many times you have to die from pure white to get pure black. Because I get the feeling it's probably about 10 times. Which is crazy. And I was thinking the other day as well, that on Dark Souls on PC, I wish that PC port was a lot more accessible than it is for people to mod and hack and create all kinds of different things. Because I was thinking of, can you imagine if you could place enemies where you wanted to? There was a mod where you could change the enemy layout. Somebody would make an insane difficulty. Somebody would make NPCs to replace the, standard enemies in areas. Like, can you imagine the Undead Burg, but instead of fighting Hollows, you were fighting Lautreks? Like a gang of Lautreks that all had different weapons. Because you could, obviously, if you could mod it really heavily, you'd be able to change what equipment they had. And what I would do is, I would make a Seraphim difficulty, like a difficulty mod for it, where I would go in and I would change the enemies on all the areas. I would change the modifiers and things like that of the bosses, so I'd make the bosses tougher. And I would go in and I would make it so that every single enemy can throw Lloyds at you, even though I don't know how I would make that work. Maybe it would be a case of taking the scripting or the programming from Siren or Kieran, however you want to say, and putting it into other characters. Or it might just be a case of using Siren's model and putting her in full Lautrec gear and giving her Lautrec's voice. Voice commands. Because that way, not only would you have an NPC that's extremely aggressive and has a lot of life, but you would also have one that throws Lloyd, so that would probably alleviate that. But I would also make it that they can heal. And once again, I'm not too sure how I would do that, but that's the one thing that I wish Dark Souls had. The NPCs should be able to heal. And it shouldn't be healing with a spell, because that's too fair. It should be Demon Souls healing, where they pop divines. And I would literally go through the entire game, and I think I would even do things like duplicate bosses. I would have, for instance, 4 Bell Tower Gargoyles, which I probably wouldn't have, because that just sounds stupid. But can you imagine, instead of having the 2 sentinels in the main palace of Anor Londo, that main area where you open the door, and having an Ornstein stood there? I think that would be fucking awesome. Fighting Ornstein in that room on his own, one-on-one Ornstein. It'd be a piece of piss, but it'd still be cool, and he would respawn. And just all sorts of cool things, like 2 Quelags. I think 2 Quelags would be an interesting fight. Like the 4 kings, all 4 of them present at all times during the boss fight. That'd be an interesting addition. I would have a lot of fun. And I would have a lot of playthroughs because I'd be doing all kinds of different things. Other people would be doing all kinds of different things. It would be glorious, but as it stands, From doesn't have much PC experience, and it's really difficult to mess with the architecture of the game. And we're not going to see that kind of stuff, and that sucks. Well, back to the Nexus, and onwards to the next video.